I worry for the future. Yeah, that's... Oh, I'm nervous about this one. The light went off. The light went off on the little lamp here. Wistful, I actually got goosebumps here, dude. Holy shit, Wistful. I want to be alone. Everything is bothersome. God, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, Wistful has dropped another music project. All the Leaps of Every Decay, Act 1, Stage 1. This one is a little bit shorter than the previous one that I've reacted to by him. His previous one was over 30 minutes long. This is only 28 minutes and 44 seconds. If we take a look here, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 14 little songs on this short little project here. I'm not going to be doing many edits or cuts in this one. We're going to try to keep it self-explanatory, keep it simple. That way we can give Wistful some proper opinions and we can react to his project. So we're going to go into full screen. Let's do it. Starting off with number 1, Something Is... What is that? Oh, it just says Something Is. You can hear the static in the background. What? Was that different? That was short. A1, Something Is. Yeah, that was probably the shortest thing I think Wistful has ever made. That was so short. That it basically feels like there's 13 songs and an intro to a part here. But the next one is All That I Have Seen. It's not really long enough for me to have an opinion. It's just a little bit of static in the background. Some lovely piano in the front, you know. It's pretty simple stuff. But let's see the next one. All That I Have Seen. By the way, I did notice the crack in the wine glass and the bread is starting to mold. There's like a crack in the plate there. Could be like things falling apart. Some subliminal messaging, if you will. Sounds like something that would be in the background of like MLP creepypasta game or something. Like in the beginning when everything seems hopeful or positive. I think that's it, right? Yeah, that's it. That one was a little longer. It wasn't like the longest thing in the world. But you know, that one had a lot more substance to it than the prior one did. The piano's very lovely. Piano's very nice. Just very simple piano work. Very, very calming, relaxing stuff. So it's not bad. Moving on to A3, nothing is wrong here. I'd say my favorite so far has got to be All That I Have Seen thus far, but let's see if we get any improvements here. like that. Sounds like a type of guitar, maybe? Maybe bass? I don't know. I like that part. It's nice. Is that it? Slight echo effect in the back there with the instrument. That's nice. That was quite nice. But yeah, nothing is wrong here. It's not a bad one. I like the one before that a little better. I like All That I Have Seen a little better because I think the piano is a lot more relaxing than that one. But this one's still fairly relaxing for the most part. But also, like, at the same time, he's doing his best here. One thing I'm going to tell y'all to keep in mind is that Wistful, this is like his second project he's working on. He's trying his hardest. I know he's been putting in a lot of effort and a lot of heart and soul into it. But, you know, you got to learn. You got to get better when it comes to music throughout time. And Wistful's doing his best to learn. So if it's not to a lot of people's expectations, he's trying his best. That's all that matters. And I'm just going off and I'm keeping it simple. I'm not professionally criticizing it. Because I don't think that's right to do for Wist. I don't think that's right to do for him. So I'm just like going into it with an open mind and I'm enjoying the music, you know. And the first one so far, Something Is, I think it's supposed to be Something Is Wrong, but I don't know. There's not much substance here. It's like less than 20 seconds long. Part 2, All That I Have Seen, I like that one. I like the piano. It's very relaxing, very calming. I like it. Although the static in the background is disorienting. Nothing Is Wrong here. It's kind of similar, but just with like a type of guitar or bass line. I don't know. It's not too bad though, but I do like All That I Have Seen better. Now we're going to do Through the Clouds. There's Still Sunlight. All right. Back to the piano. The static in the back is throwing me off. It's kind of disorienting to try to listen to it with the static. I think that was it. That's probably my least favorite so far. It's not terrible. It's not bad either, really. I would just say that was probably the most disorienting one I've heard. I feel like the piano keys, just with the static in the background, took away a lot of enjoyability from that. Which it's supposed to, you know, it's like leaps of every decay. It's kind of like one of those Dementia music-like projects where things start off fairly calm and they get like more disorienting and distorted as time goes on and creepy and eerie. Kind of like replicating the effects of having dementia, or like what it seems like to have it. But I'm going off of these with like listenability, and that was kind of hard because of the static. It was so disorienting. It was almost like I felt uncomfortable listening to it. But like I said, that should be Wistful's goal when it comes to this, simply due to the fact that dealing with dementia is a scary thing. So feeling at a state of unease is kind of like Wistful's goal here. So if you got to give him credit for that, you got to give him credit for that. A5, it was like yesterday. Actually, you know what? I do like that. In the creepiness department, yeah, it works. But it was like yesterday. I wonder what this one's going to be like. Ooh, is that a xylophone? What is that? I love that instrument. I forgot, I don't know if it's the xylophone or not, but this one's nice. The static isn't over the top heavy, and it's really peaceful. It kind of reminds me of like a video game I used to play called Labyrinth 3D on like Windows Linux or something like that. It's like a game where you're like a ball. You're going through like mazes on boards trying not to fall into a hole and get diamonds and get a trophy. Kind of gives me like vibes of that, like music you'd hear in the background on levels. So this is probably my favorite thus far. It was like yesterday. Still so tired. I do apologize about that. Yeah, that's my favorite thus far. I really like that. I think when it comes to listenability, I could definitely hear that in the back of like Labyrinth 3D. Digging that one, Wistful. I'm really digging it. And the static, it adds a little bit, but it's not overpowering or noticeable due to like the key placements or anything. So I like that one. That's top one so far. What is the next one? A6, something is wrong here. What the fuck? The glass is now spilled over, completely shattered. The wine is everywhere. The bread is like somewhat eaten, but heavily molded with flies surrounding it, and the plate is just cracked to all hell. I really like this one. Oh, yeah. Oh, Wistful, we're seeing some improvement here. Although the disorienting feeling is kind of back, so you get a sense of unease from this one. It's almost eerie. This one's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Good grief. Yeah, that one is super creepy. I think the background static adds to that one so much. But it's like the key placements were so nice. That's probably Wistful's best one thus far. Very nice. I really like that one. A7, suddenly confusing. Although it's very short. Very short. That one's really creepy, and I can't really form like an opinion when it comes to listenability because once again, it's extremely short. But one thing I will say is it kind of reminds me of like a horror movie where you hear like static on a television and there's someone in another room like playing a piano and they're like making it sound really creepy and you're just sitting there like, dude, what the fuck is going on? It's kind of like that. So even though that one was short, it definitely felt like it 100% like, holy crap, dude. It felt like it 100% belonged there. Not to worry, it's just the weather. Is that a lamp with holes in it and a bunch of flies or dirt on it?
And in other headline news tonight,
oh, Wistful, welcome back.
Reports of showers flying across the sky over on the east side. Over on the west side, there's some theoretical possibilities of tornado storms coming in.
Tornado storms!
For that. We're currently keeping watch on that currently at this hour. Everything seems fine for the spell moment, though. For those of you folks who are working late tonight at this hour, you may want to bring an umbrella with you. It is estimated that the storm is not going to stop at any time and will keep going until the break of dawn. Stay safe, warm, and dry out there, folks. In other headline news, we have some other things and other.
It's like watching the news with static in the background, like it's creepy.
With this, there was a story that happened recently with.
I think Wistful did the same thing he did in the last one he talked in. He spoke momentarily and then he's like adding a little bit of music to the back. Not to worry, it's just the weather. And this is B1 now, so. Alright. It's not over just yet. There's still like a good 10, 15 seconds left. I think it's just of static though. Alright. So my opinion on that one is I think the music in the background was just a little bit of an additive to it. It wasn't like bad or anything. It was just, I felt like the music itself was unnecessary. Because if you look at it through the perspective of someone who has like dementia it was already really eerie and creepy just imagining them sitting on a couch in the dark. You hear static and like you're listening to the news and you're just like, I'm not even gonna remember it. Or you don't even know that you're not even gonna remember it. It's just gonna randomly be one day in and then the next day just completely gone, completely out of sight. So I think the talking part was a necessity for the album here. I think it added a huge creepiness factor and added like a sense of unease. But the piano that came afterwards, I think it could have been like shorter with like darker keys. I think that really could have helped out a lot when it came to that. So I just think it's all right. It's not bad. It's pretty solid for the most part, but I definitely like that one better. What was that one? Something is wrong here. I like that one a lot better than this one, but it's still not bad. But still, B2 can't shake off this offness feeling. Like an off-putting feeling. I'm getting a sense of unease from this one. I like the music. The static makes it's still quite disorienting, but you get what you get when it comes to a leap of every decay or whatever kind of project. Ooh. Okay, Wistful. No gotta show off when it comes to that wonderful piano skill. That is slightly, like, calming, almost. I think that might have been it. Yeah. That one's great. I like that one. I do. It has like that disorientation and everything, but it's nice. A worry that just won't go away. Ooh, that hits hard. A worry that just won't go away. I've been there. Oh, this one sounds almost emotional. Like there's so much fear. Imagine like how scary it is to consistently worry because you feel like you're just gonna forget everything and everyone. That is so emotionally inept, dude. This one's sad. This one's like actually sad. Ooh, man. That's a depressing one. That's like really sad. Is there any more picture changes in the rest of the album? The last one gets... Oh, what the fuck? I shouldn't have peeked at that. That's probably my favorite. That's so emotionally, like, powerful. Good job, Wistful. Like, pat yourself on the back for that one. That one's fantastic. The next one is Too Long Ago to Recall. Oh, man. Don't do this to me, Wistful. Don't do this to me, man. Dude, that's so disorienting. It almost sounds like shocks when it comes to a plug in the wall. The background is like throwing me off, dude. Holy shit. Oh, Wistful, that one threw me off. That one threw me off so hard. What's the next one? Unable to unwind this evening, meaning there's discomfort there. You can't relax. This one is nearly 3 minutes long. All right. Oh boy. What the fuck? Wistful's actually adding like a bunch of shit to this. Wistful, you're going crazy on this one, dog. What? The music's nice. The background audio isn't overly disorienting, but there's definitely static back there. But it's like, kind of like at a restaurant, just trying to enjoy yourself, but you're just miserable. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. This is like the kind of thing you get an actual feeling from, either due to personal experience or the thought of going through it. And then there, you can hear the forks and the plate, and it's like they're eating or trying to enjoy their food. And how many is left? There's this one, and this one. There's 5 minutes left to react to. I like this, though. The music's really well done here, Wist. Really good stuff, man. Trying to get comfortable myself. Was that it? That was it. Yeah. The music in that one was beautiful. The background audio, it's definitely like a familiar feeling. But maybe not the unable to unwind, but it's like the audio is like rememberable or memorable, I guess. What's the next one? While still nervous, I still remain. Oh, it's kind of like that point where you know you have it, you know something's wrong, but you're still trying to fight, but you're definitely at a state of unease right now. Can't blame you. Can't blame anyone if they have to go through that. Got about 4 minutes left. This one's very simple. But it's kind of like, I imagine it with like someone sitting at a piano, not feeling great about themselves, possibly dealing with dementia. And they're like, I don't know what's in store for me, but I'm going to try to play the piano. I'm going to try to relax. But I still feel very unwell. I do not feel okay. It's kind of like, that's what I'm getting from this one. Like, Wistful definitely put a lot more thought into this one than the previous one, but the previous one was just a start. So it's supposed to start with like some positivity, and then as time goes on, it gets more difficult to bear. Then there's one more. I worry for the future. Yeah, that's... Oh, I'm nervous about this one. The light went off. The light went off on the little lamp here. Wistful, I actually got goosebumps here, dude. Holy shit, Wistful. Ooh. Oh, dude. This is like the creepiest one yet. Oh my god. Oh, man. Got a little over a minute left of this. Oh, if I had to listen to this at night, I'd probably have a fucking panic attack. Oh, it's almost done. That is the creepiest work Wistful has ever put into, like, music, ever. Excuse me, my throat's still kind of fucked. And scene. Yeah, holy shit, my song. This is absolutely nuts, Wistful. Let's leave a comment for him. Dude, in the beginning, it was pretty alright. But as time went forward, when it comes to this musical project, you've, how would I say it, creeped the shit out of me? Creeped the shit out of me with this finale on this project. Good stuff, Wist. Good stuff, man. You know, he's literally like one of my best friends, man. You gotta give him some support. Anyway, do I have his, I have it on all, yeah. Yeah, Wistful's a great dude. He's been a friend of mine for a long time. He's been putting in a lot of work on this. You know, the first one was very simple. I think this one was definitely an upgrade, especially when it comes to the feelings you get from it, especially when it comes to a lot. It's a lot. This one's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. But that's all I gotta say. Check out Wistful in the description down below. Give him some support. Give him some love. Make sure to subscribe here if you enjoy the content on this channel. That's all I gotta say, so I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you all later. Peace!